Okay, welcome to the lesson 97. Hopefully, this is the last lesson in numbers and operations, unless I forgot something. So I will look forward to seeing some comments out there from my subscribers. If I forgot something, please let me know. Okay, the objective. And we're going to start with scalar multiplication. So, scalar multiplication is the multiplication of two matrices. And there's a different type of matrix multiplication, but that is usually for college level algebra, linear algebra. So basically, the way we multiply matrices is we take a row times a column. And the way it breaks down is that the row should match the column. So one matrix, the first matrices is easy because these are both 2 by 2 matrices. So -1 times 9 plus 4 times 6 becomes the element in the up top left corner. And then it would be -1 times 4. And you would do that with the second column, and that would be the top right. And the same thing for the 2 and the 3. You would do every number, and I'll demonstrate this as we go along. Okay, so if we have a number outside of a matrix or a matrice, we can just go ahead and multiply, and that is easy enough. So everything doubles. So you just multiply the 2 to every element inside. So you are going to be left with a 2 by 2 matrix. So 2 times 10 is 20, 2 times 6 is 12, 2 times 4 is 8, and 2 times 3 is 6. So this 2 gets distributed to everything inside of the matrix. Okay, so let's pick up this matrix from what we saw in the examples at the beginning. So this whole row in the first matrix is going to multiply to the first column. And this is going to give us the element here in the top left. So -1 times 9 is going to be added to 4 times 6. And that is the top right element. Then we take this row again and multiply it to this whole column. So we're going to have at the top right element -1 times -3 plus 4 times -1. And now we do the same thing with the 2 and the 3. This column this row, the 2 and the 3, are going to be multiplied to the 9 and the 6 to go here. So we're going to have 2 times 9 plus 3 times 6. And for the last element, because these are both 2 by 2, we'll get a 2 by 2 matrix. This 2 by 3 is going to multiply to that column. So the second row in the first matrix is going to multiply the second column in the second matrix. So we have 2 times -3 and 3 plus 3 times 1. Okay, so doing the math on all of this. -9 plus 24, 1 plus, when 1 times 3 is 3, +3 plus 4, 18 plus 18 is 36, and then 2 times -3 is -3 plus 3 is 0. Okay, on the next page, so the answer is -9 plus 24, 3 plus 4 is +4, and 36 and 0. So -9 plus 24 is 15, 7, 36, and 0. And that is an answer. However many rows you have by however many columns you have. So 2 rows by 2 columns multiplied by 2 rows and 2 columns, what you're going to wind up with is however many rows you have in the first matrix by however many columns you have in the second matrix. That will give you your answer. Now, let's look at this. We have a 2 rows by 3 column matrix and then a 3 row by 2 column matrix. So you're going to be left with 2 rows and 2 columns as your answer. So this whole row is going to multiply to this whole column. And that will give you your first answer in the new matrix. So I'm going to put it down here. So you're going to have 1 times 7 plus 2 times 9 plus 3 times 11. Okay. For your second one, this row is going to multiply to this column, and it's going to be in the top right. So you're going to have 1 times 8 plus 2 times 10 plus 3 times 12. Okay, and then we're going to have on the bottom 4 times 7 plus 5 times 9 plus 6 times 11. And then we're going to have over on the bottom right 4 times 8 plus 5 times 10 plus 6 times 12. And these numbers are going to get very large because so this column multiplies here, that goes there. This column, this row is going to multiply to the second column, and it's going to put us right there. Then the bottom row is going to multiply to the first column, that's going to put us right there. And then the bottom row is going to multiply to the second column and put us right there. So there's a lot of stuff going on with matrix, but as long as you keep everything straight and organized, they're very, very easy to do. The numbers just get very large. So I am going to do the multiplication in one step. So we get 7 plus 16 plus 33. In the top left and the top right, we get 8 plus 20 plus 36. In the bottom left, we get, 28 plus 45 plus 66. And on the bottom right, we get 32 plus 50 plus 72. And 7 plus 16 is 23, and 33 is 56. 8 plus 20 is, let's do this. 36 and 20 is 56, plus 8 is 64. Okay, so 45 and 65 is 110, 111. 111 and 28 is 139. 72 and 50 is 122, so that's 154. All right, so our answer on the next page, 139 and 150, is 56, 64, and let me peek back, 139 and then 154. All right, those are some whopping examples of what to do. I will see you at the end of the video for the recap. Okay, so 7 is a whole number, and so we're going to distribute the 7 to every element in the matrix, and the element is every number. So 7 times 7 becomes 49, 7 times 4 becomes 28, 7 times -1 is -7, and 7 times 6 is 42. And that is how we solve that problem. So again, this row will go with this column to make this one. Then the first row with the second column will make the top right, and the second row with the first column will make the bottom left, and the second row with the second column will make the right. So you're going to do 1 times 3, 1 times 3 plus 7 times 5, and then 1 times 3 plus 7 times 2. 1 times 3 plus 7 times 2. 2 times 3 plus 4 times 5. And then 2 times 3 plus 4 times 2. 2 times 3 plus 4 times 2. Okay, 1 times 3 is 3, plus 7 times 5 is 35. Almost added there. Make sure you remember to subtract. 6 plus 20, 3 plus 14, 6 plus 8. Okay, so the answer is 3 plus this 38, 3 plus 14 is 17, 26, and 14. Okay. Our first row with our first column, and then our first row with our second column. So this is a 2 by 3 matrix, and this is a 3 by 2 matrix. We're going to get a 2 by 2 matrix out. So this is going to be a lot. So 1 times 10 plus 2 times 20 plus 3 times 30 will give us our upper left, and then 1 times 11 plus 2 times 21 plus 3 times 31 will give us our upper right, and then 4 times 10 plus 5 times 20, and then 6 times 30, and then 4 times 11 plus 5 times 21 plus 6 times 31. All right, and bringing it down. 1 times 10 is 10, plus 40 plus 90 gives us 11 plus 42 plus 93. 40 plus 100 plus 180, and then 44 plus 5 times 21 is 105, plus 6 times 31 is 186, and adding those numbers up. Okay, so our first number is 10 plus 40 plus 90 is 140, and then the upper right element is 146, and then we get 320, and then we get 335. And that concludes our lesson for today. So if you like what you saw, please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next. So this might be our last video on numbers and operations, unless I remember something else. And so the next series will be Welcome to Algebraic Concepts. So we're going to start algebraic concepts next.